So vinyls, why do I have them? Why do I collect them? Why are they such a big part of my life? I guess the easy answer as to why I like vinyl so much is that it's a very interesting music format to me. I mean, you've literally got a needle that goes on your vinyl and it spins on the track and it plays music, just recreates sound waves created from an instrument, and it's pressed onto a vinyl record. Now, I mean, I'm not really into the whole vinyl is hipster type of thing, vinyl is new type of thing. I was kind of exposed to vinyl as a medium a little bit after the time I was exposed to music as a medium. The reason that I like vinyl so much is the cover art on vinyl. Like, you can find amazing vinyls, amazing vinyl art. Like, this is Homogenic by Björk, which is a very good album. I recommend this. It's a mid-90s avant-garde pop album, and it's got some string instrumentation in it, and honestly it just sounds really, really beautiful. But why vinyl? Why would I want to own these on vinyl? Well, you can get records that just look super good and clean and have a giant picture of it on your wall. It's kind of like a poster that you pay $20 for. So in that sense alone, vinyl is very much worth it, especially when you can have an entire collection on your wall, which I haven't shown off on this channel, but I plan to one day when I build an actual case to put them in, which I will do one day. Probably going to make a video about that too. But yeah, having the pictures of the vinyl, it makes it really worth it in my opinion. Now, playing back vinyl can be a little bit inconvenient though, especially if you're trying to do other things. Like if you're trying to work on a project, video edit, stuff, having a vinyl that you have to every 20 minutes open the lid, take the needle off, take this out, wipe it off. You got to clean it before you put it back in its case. You got to clean it after you take it out of its case. It is kind of a pain, I will say that, just playing back vinyl. And the sound quality, at least with my equipment, I've got decent equipment. Like, I've got an Audio-Technica, I've got an Onkyo, a decent AVR, which plays back the sound, and kind of okay speakers. But I really don't see a difference between vinyl over digital. Like, I play digital and vinyl through the same speakers, so in my personal opinion, vinyl doesn't sound that much different from digital. But what makes me appreciate vinyl a lot more is the fact that you actually have to take care of your music if you really enjoy it. It's not like on Spotify where you can just flip past a bunch of songs on these streaming services or click on a page on Bandcamp with an album. Like, stuff you get on vinyl, you're usually going to listen to the entire album through. And it kind of brings a sense of kind of importance, this ritual, if you will, of dusting off your vinyl, putting it on the player. It kind of brings a sense of importance of the music. You realize how, at least stuff that was originally put on vinyl back before CDs, which is like 1982-ish, like all the stuff that was manufactured before that was just every track on that, they knew you had to listen to that track. Singles weren't really as much of a thing. They were, you could buy 7-inch singles, but when you bought a full album, you probably listened to it at least a few times. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about vinyl. It's kind of the same reason I collect figurines. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I have some amiibos. Like, I'm never going to open these. These are just going to sit in their case and look pretty. And these vinyls, half of them I still have are sealed. So I'm probably not going to open up a lot of them. Probably original pressings. I'm not going to open represses. I don't really care if I open or not. Like, I haven't opened that vinyl yet because I have it on digital, but I probably will one day and play it. But yeah, that really sums up why I collect vinyls and why I think you should too. They look great on your wall. They look great on your wall. And well, that's really it.